right, Daddy. If I'm legit being honest, this thing scares me. But I am gonna try to make something as delicious as you did. I'm gonna start off with this big long one, and then I'm gonna make something else with the short stubby one. So stay tuned. All right, Daddy, as I've mentioned before, one of my favorite seasonings is called Greek Freak. It was at World Market, but they discontinued it, which made me very, very sad. But I went online and I found how to make Greek seasoning mixture on my own. So, can I flip the camera? I can't flip the camera. Hold on. So here are the ingredients to make the Greek Freak. Disregard all the other seasonings in the back. I had to dig through all of those ones to find the ones I needed. So there's nutmeg, and cinnamon, pepper, rosemary, parsley. I always look at that and I think about Marjani. Dill, garlic, onion, thyme, and oregano, parsley. That's not parsley, that's basil. Which basil is actually one of my favorites, fresh basil to put on pizza, yum yum. And that's salt right there, fresh ground salt. And so I'm gonna put those together. Oh, and they did say add cornstarch, so that's my cornstarch. So that's how I'm gonna make my Greek Freak seasoning. Okay, so when I started cutting this, I had no clue what I was doing. I cut the top off, and then my hands started hurting, and then I started cutting, and then I noticed the inside was like spongy, kind of soft. I know even when it's cooked, it's like softer. So this is my first time like seeing a giant raw one. So maybe that's just what it looks like when it's bigger. But anyway, I started trying to just slice it like that because I was gonna do giant chips, but that just was not working out. I just could not slice them thin enough, so I'm gonna leave those alone. I did get a couple of seeds out, so I might even plant some. But anyway, I'm gonna start cutting this way and start making them long way and see how that works out. So since my first recipe didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it to as far as cutting the zucchini, I tried for another recipe. So it calls for some ground beef. And what I did was I used some of the same seasonings that I used for my Greek Freak, because I am still gonna use my baseline mixture of Greek Freak for the zucchini. But wait a minute, what's that? Circle, 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 circle. That was one of the ones that I labored to cut, so we are going to cut that bad boy. So here's some more boats. I just carved out the middle part. I have this cool little scooper thing. I use this when I am doing my strawberries, and I scoop out the middle and put like a little filling or another berry or something like that in there. And then I have some more circles, 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 circles. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm on to the next step. My ground beef is getting nice and brown. I just drained all of the oil and the grease off of it, and it's right here. And so what I'm gonna do with this oil here is I'm going to oil the zucchini. I already did it with that one, which is the olive oil, which is fine, whatever. But with these ones, I'm gonna use that and see if that kind of adds some flavor. Since I did use the same seasoning and that's the same oil, I'm only gonna put like a little tiny bit, because at this point I'm just kind of playing around with stuff, and I don't want to be, I don't want it to, like, when it gets cold or whatever, like for it to have that nasty gunky, so I'm just gonna put a little bit on there. I'm gonna probably brush it on. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so as you may already know, my favorite thing to cook with is my Ninja Foodie. This is like, I just love it. This was like the best gift ever, and I had been wanting one for years, and so my husband got me one for Christmas, and it worked miracles, and it's just everything. So anyway, I have it set on air crisp, which is fried, So we're gonna fry these zucchini. So I have some circle shaped ones. Those are gonna be kind of like my samplers. And then I have the boats ones, boats and boats. All right, so here are just a few of my boats. And here's one of the circles. Here's the ground beef that I made with the yummy Greek seasoning mixture that I put together. And so I'm going to put some of this ground beef inside of these boats. And I'm gonna top it with some cheese. Throw some cheese on it. Gonna put some cheese on. Okay, so I'm sampling the zucchini just by itself. Same recipe that's on the boats, and the zucchini itself tastes really good. The seasoning tastes just like the Greek freak seasoning that I was trying to copy. This did it.